A good brunchin', a good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody, good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody, good brunchin'. You are tuned into the Good Brunchin Podcast. Good Brunchin.
Good brunchin', good people. Good brunchin', good brunchin'. We are live. Hope everybody's doing good. Good brunchin'. My family,
y'all.
how y'all doing?
Maintaining, not complaining.
Ace, you on mute, Ace.
All right, there we go. Y'all can hear me?
There you go. Now we can hear you. Now we brunchin'.
Yeah,
Now
I'm
we
sitting.
brunchin'.
Bro, I'm trying to get everything together. I was like, why I can't stream? I wasn't logged in because I'm using a laptop. I'm using a laptop and not the computer. So the laptop, like, hey, brother, we don't do this every day. What's going on? You gotta talk to me nice now.
Yo, so good brunchin', everybody on Facebook, Instagram. We all over. Make sure y'all get and share this. Definitely
Good brunchin'.
Good brunchin', everybody that's tuning in. Yeah, we here Monday through Friday for the Good Brunchin Podcast. You already know with your favorite hosts. We got Bill the Billionaire, Ace Brown, and Tamika in the building. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Make sure you subscribe on that YouTube page. But yesterday was a good show. I just want to say I truly enjoyed yesterday. And Lance, just to give you an update from Lance, Lance really respected everything that we had to say. He got a lot of information out of it, and Lance said he's moving accordingly. Okay,
we try to help. We try to help.
Yeah, so that was definitely dope. If y'all ever want to go back and watch any of the episodes, like I said, go catch it on our YouTube page, the Good Brunchin Podcast. Follow us on all platforms. But people, yesterday's show, we're going to talk about today's topic. We're going to get into today's topic. But if y'all ever want to send in any emails, some topics, and some things for Situation Fridays, like y'all know every Friday we do Situation Fridays, y'all can send it into the Good Brunchin Podcast at gmail.com. So look, we got another email. And we're not going to get ahead and stay. We're not going to stay in the whole show, but we're going to talk about it. All
That's
right?
what we said yesterday. That's what we said yesterday.
I thought.
But it was worth it. It was worth it. I would say that.
Yesterday is definitely worth it. All right, so here we go. Here goes the email. It says, Dear Good Brunchin Podcast, a week before my wedding, I found out that my fiance and one of my groomsmen were intimate one night in college. This was over 15 years ago when we all met in college. I met her through him. My fiance nor my groomsmen know that I know about this night. I feel some type of way and not sure if I even want him in my bridal party anymore. What would y'all do? Anonymous. This is something I feel like you gotta address this. If you don't want him in,
I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to be honest. This is something that happened over 15 years ago, right? It was one time, let's say. This is what I'm getting. It was one time. And then on top of that, the friend introduced y'all to each other.
Mm-hmm.
It happened 15 years ago. I would let it go because it happened 15 years ago. But at the same time, I might have in the back of my mind, did it happen again while we were together? Like, I think that will be a conversation that needs to be had before you guys get married because it sounds like you feel away.
He said he feels the type of way. He feels the type of way.
Yeah, so I think you should bring it up, have a conversation so you can have a better understanding. So like that you don't just jump into something and you guys probably are really meant to be together. And it was probably just one thing. It could have been a mistake, like, oh shit, a drunken night. And they and they broed each other and sissed each other.
Here we go with this bro sis thing. But now my thing is this. Now my other question is he said that they all came in, met each other in college or whatever. But he said he doesn't know if he wants him to be in the bridal party anymore. He didn't say anything about him not getting married no more. So is he mad at her? Is he mad at him? Like, what's his
that
beef
right
in this situation?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's
like maybe damn you my boy, you should have been honest with me and told me as my friend.
Right.
I agree with that part.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing is more so him being like it must be some kind of like thing with his boy where it's like, yo, we've been through like the most. You ain't like a regular like the three of us are married. You know, when you go down that list of like people, some people just get in by default. Some people get in by default. You know what I'm saying? She got 5, I got 3. Let me find out who 2 people I fuck with right now, and you throw them in there. This is not that person. This is a person that like, yo, this is my man right here. So I guess because he's not talking about not getting married. He's more like, yo, I don't know if I want this dude. I think he's more crushed about the dude withholding the information and saying, yo, you could have told me. I would have understood. And on top of that, the key thing is you hooked me up with her.
Yeah.
You hooked me up with her. When you hooked me up, you should have said, yo, by the way, like Mika said, it was a drunk night. It wasn't nothing crazy, but I think she'd be a great fit for you, bro. I'm being honest with you. I don't even.
So now, and the thing is this, right? So, like, okay, they in college. Let's say we all. It's all of our freshman year, right? And we all meet, and we just like the crew. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not with Meek. You not with Meek, and we all just the crew. And we have a party, and let's say you sleep with Meek or something like that on some random party night. I'd never find out. You never tell me. Y'all never get into a relationship or anything like that. No one knows, and we all be cool. And you introduced me to her, and now I become cool with her. And now I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, I'm feeling her. Are you gonna tell him? Don't you feel like you should? Do you feel like you should say something?
As a friend, you should say something.
Yep.
At that moment, something should have been said.
So all right. So now let's say this is a situation. This is 15 years later that you never said nothing to me, yo. You never said, and you are my bridal. And
that's very crushing.
I'm mad on both sides, yo. That kind of mess because
I'm not really mad at her. I'm not really mad at her though, because the way she looks at it is we weren't together and I was never with him in a relationship. So she didn't break the female code because her girls ain't gonna look at it like, damn, you just messing with the whole team. Nope. It was a one night thing. I wasn't messing with him like that. And now, like using us, how you use the scenario, I wasn't messing with Ace like that. Me and Ace just did a little 1-2, and I'm feeling Bill. This is later on, and Ace introduced me to Bill. She could look at it like this. You introduced me, so clearly it must be okay with y'all.
Yeah, but now let me say this. Not y'all, because I don't know about it, right? But watch this. Let's just say, I'm just throwing stuff in there. They get married, right? And, I live in Jersey. You live in North Carolina. Now his wife got to go to North Carolina. The spot she got to go to for work is 5 minutes from you. You're single.
Oh, hell no.
Can she stay at the
crib? Whoa. No. Let me say this. As the husband, no. As your boy, I got to show you that, it's really
no.
Hold up. Here's the thing for Anonymous. This is where your man's messed up at. Your man's messed up because he should have said some shit earlier. Like one of my boys, I hooked him up with his ex-wife, and I say ex because they're no longer together. We never did anything, but I made that clear when I hooked them up. Yo, old girl, I'm gonna put you D with. They tried to hook me and her up. Nothing happened. He was like, nah. Nothing happened.
Wait, I wanna read some comments, right? Celebrity Laced Hood, she said, "Don't do nothing. They with the better work. Just tried it and it was trash." She said the friend want to keep her around, so he hooked her up with his friend.
Wait.
Oh my God. She said, I feel like the meat was whack and she didn't want to go back.
Wait, hold on. The meat to the meat dude was whack, or the meat from
the meat friend? to the groomsman? No, the meat to the groomsman was trash.
The meat to the groomsman was trash. She said, she's basically saying, one, she said the groomsman introduced them because the groomsman wanted to keep her around. Then she said the female didn't go, the meat was whack from the groomsman. That's why she didn't want to go back. She said that's another thing. Then wait, hold on. Oh my God, this is hilarious.
That's when me. But now my thing is,
wait. Then she said he's embarrassed because he got the fun size. That's why.
Oh my God.
Yo. Because he got this fun size packer.
Come on, man.
Oh.
But now, all right. So now my thing is,
we're not trying to put bad thoughts into your mind, Anonymous.
It comes down to the point where no. It comes down to the point where does he sit there and go through with this marriage right now and address it after the wedding? Because if he addresses because listen, if he addresses this right now, if he kicks him out the bridal party, right? His fiance is gonna be like, yo, why you kick him out? And now that's gonna spark the whole conversation and all that kind of stuff.
I gotta tell,
and that's why I said
I gotta tell you because I'm uncomfortable. I can't put on this facade, especially honeymoon getting ready to come up. Every time I'm doing something, I'm thinking about this dude doing the same. Nah, we gotta talk about this now.
15 years ago?
Yeah, I gotta ask. And I'm more so I'm not going into debt like, yo, what did y'all do? Did you do this? It's just more so, yo, why'd y'all keep it a secret? But like I said,
you a crazy monkey?
Right. But in her defense, it could be where she's saying, like, yo, I did not know. I thought he told you.
I didn't know you didn't know. I thought you knew. Y'all friends. I thought you knew, so I never mentioned nothing.
Right.
But you want to know what's crazy? I feel like for me, if I were to bring okay, so I've had a chick that I dealt with, right? That on some random funny that I never deal with again. I can get ahead and say something plainly that can remind you of that time we did it or whatever, right? I don't know. It's an inside joke. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all play like that. Like even if she be like, yo, here he go with this dick story again. I know the dick chat like that. Yo,
no.
Ain't things that's going on?
Yeah, no. Y'all shouldn't be 15 years. You should damn near forget about it. Like, yeah, you should damn near. Like, I don't remember.
How you see this person every day? You know what you did.
But you don't remember. So I can see. Hold on. Using what you said, using the analogy that you said, I could see Mika every day. 15 years, I still don't remember what the sex was like.
Not what it was like. Well, you know if it was trash.
Oh, if it was trash, I know that. But I'm not gonna be like, if you and her together, I'm not gonna be like, and you sitting there like, yeah, let's say how brothers talk. Yeah, I'm about to go. Me and Meek gotta, I gotta have a little talk with her, bend that over. I ain't gonna be like, yeah, I remember that. I ain't gonna, what? Yeah. Nah, nigga.
He gonna think, yo, she still do that trick?
Yeah, like, come on, fam. You don't even want the friendship at that moment. Come on, fam.
So, but Ace, all right. So, Ace, you're trying to say he has to address this before you're trying to say he's got to address this before the wedding.
He got to address it with his boy beforehand. Like, I'm gonna be real. This 100% me.
Is it just his boy or both of them?
I can talk to her later about me addressing him, but I gotta address him because he's the one who introduced me.
So now, are you kicking him out at the wedding party?
Now that's the part.
I'm not. That's what I said, and this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to say. No, I won't kick him out, right? Because again, it happened 15 years ago. Would I be upset that I found out a week before my wedding? Yes. I need to approach it. Before my wedding, I need to approach this. Yo, I found out that you and da has something. And I'll need you to explain to me why you didn't tell me. Depending on how your answer is after that, and if I feel I could accept it, you said, no, it happened. I didn't feel her. I introduced you. I felt like you guys were good together. I don't see her that way. I would never thought about it again. I'm going to sit and say, yo, I forgive y'all, and that's it. I'm going to move forward. Because it happened 15 years ago. And especially if there has never been not one sign nothing has ever happened between them. There's never been anything that showed that something has happened. Don't hold that against them. You could be a very sensitive person. They feel like maybe we shouldn't just tell them. I honestly, especially when it comes to her side, I agree with Ace. I know that y'all friends, and this guy that I know, I've had one time with them, and it didn't really matter, introduces me to his friend. And the back of my mind, I'm gonna think you knew about it. You understand what I'm saying? So I won't be too mad, but I am gonna address you like, yo, I found out such and such, and I'll probably be like, I thought you knew, because that's your friend. So I feel address it before the wedding, see how it goes, but don't. That's your friend. That's your friend. They never gave you no signs that something was going on or continued to happen.
I think that's just your friend that fucked your wife. But listen, Anonymous, I just want you to know I wish you the best with your marriage. And listen, man, I agree with them. Address it before, because he did hit that. But I just want you to address it before going to this next stage, accordingly. And just find out what his answer is.
In the words of my man Ray J, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I hit it first.
Yo.
Wait a minute.
Hey, that's just
wait a minute.
Come on, man. Come on. Man. You ain't got to do him like that.
Oh, my God. No, he didn't.
Right, yeah.
He had to.
It's all right, but listen,
harsh reality.
No, we just gotta keep it real sometimes, man. Address that thing. But people, if y'all ever want to send in any questions or emails that y'all want us to get ahead and talk about here on the show, send it into the Good Brunchin Podcast at gmail.com. We appreciate the emails. It makes our life a whole lot easier because give us different topics that we can get and talk about. But we're gonna get into this topic that we have today that we were supposed to do yesterday. So today's topic is none other than the evolution of friendships as we age. So I feel like this is definitely something. I mean, we go back to, we can talk about the friend zones. We talk about kids the other day. We talking about kids having friends and as they grow and stuff like that. But let's start when we were younger. Like, how many of your younger friends that you were cool with when you were younger are you still real tight with? I'm talking about that you're talking to on a consistent basis. Not that you're still cool, we still friends, but how many of y'all friends do y'all consider that y'all really still talk to since like day one? Not family, not cousins. Like, I'm talking about friends that you grew up.
I'm about to hit you with the R. Kelly line. When you say younger, how old we talking? Like, how old we talking?
Let's talk about let's go. I'm gonna say let's go middle school. Let's say. So it's a middle school to now. How many of your friends do you think you still?
All right. So for me, it's kind of, and I'm just being real. For me, it's kind of harder because a lot of people don't know that my high school starts at 7th grade. So I went there from 7th through 12th. So if I'm excluding that, I will say 2, and 1 is a cousin. 1 is my cousin. So I can't.
Cousin don't count.
Yeah, I can't count. So I'm gonna say.
So you said one you still talk to all the time, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Meek, how about you?
I say 1, and that's from elementary school.
Man, how many you got there?
Elementary school. I don't have that. I'm really not talking to every. I don't have any I don't really have any that I talk to every day. Now, like you said, if we go for high school, there's people that
High
still,
school, yes. High school, I
high
can
school,
start.
yeah. But
I can start
but
adding
from where I
some.
started, right? So now, even those people, now there was probably a whole lot of people that we were cool with at that age when we were younger or whatever. But right now, it's not that we don't care. We just don't talk. We don't talk like that. You know what I
I
mean?
think,
Like it's here, there. I see you.
like for me, I think that high school evolved was the first part of evolution for us. You know what I'm saying? High
Okay, yeah.
school, especially if you didn't go to that high school, because like for example, down here, they, or you in that area where everybody goes to the same elementary, then everybody goes to the same middle school, then everybody, it's the town school. Like
Yeah, of course.
Besides that, when you start to get to a point like in Newark, New Jersey, or New York, or these bigger cities where there's multiple options of going to school, once high school happened, that's the first round of evolution for us. That's our first round, because we be like, yeah, I ain't gonna see you next year. You start including private schools, charter schools. You be like,
Good brunching, Bina.
You be like, that's it. So you don't see them that much. So I think that's the first round right there. High school, I could add in more, but that elementary, just one.
And then my thing is, when I sit there and I talk about it, I'm looking at like evolution, because it's like, okay, like you said, that was first is high school, then you get college, then you get like work friends and all that kind of stuff, the work friendships and stuff like that. So it's like you have to really look at the things changes. Like there was people that I used to hang out with all the time in high school that are still my friends, but I couldn't hang out with them all the time right now. You know what I mean? Because I changed, or we've grown. But now some people can't take that as, oh, we're not friends no more because we don't go there. So now this is where the whole thing's like that friend circle starts getting smaller, and now everybody's like, oh, that's an associate. That's an associate.
Do you think that? Let me ask y'all a question. Do you think that, as one friend enters, another friend exits, not purposely?
I agree.
But
it happens a
as
lot.
you gain one friend, you slowly may lose another friend. Like you got that group that may stay in the middle, but it's like you get that new work friend, and all of a sudden you like, damn, when the last time I spoke to such and such? Because that friend was the friend from maybe an old job.
But
I've seen it happen. No, it's not. I feel like you don't lose the friend. Y'all just lose the way y'all were aligned. Y'all lose the connection. You understand? Like you're gonna pick up the phone, we're gonna have a conversation, but we're not aligning the way we used to, because what happens is that friend from before is not elevating with you, and here you've elevated some way, somehow you've elevated, probably like you probably left the job for a better position somewhere, and you're meeting a person in this job, and that person is stuck there, and they probably feel a certain way and they fall back. Or sometimes the day twos is better than the day ones. It's just that's just it happens.
I was gonna test that. I was definitely
so
gonna say
it's not that you lose the friendship, you just lose the alignment.
Wait,
but now I feel
hold on, Bill. Yeah. I gotta segue that question to you though.
Okay.
Explain that I know what it is, but explain that for those that don't know. What do you mean day twos?
Oh, who are day two? Listen, day twos is people that I've met as an adult. Let's just say as an adult, when I understand, when I know myself and I know who I am and know what I want out of life and the people that I want to be around and stuff like that. And I feel like we come up, and like you said, elementary school, we got a group of friends. It's just because we almost have to be around them because we have to go to school every day, and we build these certain things, and then we see where we grow. Like we said, certain kids I only see during the school year. I don't see them during the summer. I might see them today, but there's certain kids that I'm hanging around during the summer also, and that I'm growing, these relationships. But then as an adult, I meet some good people that I would have never had a chance to get ahead and go to school with because they're going 12 years older than me. You get what I'm saying? So I built other relationships to where I'm learning from other people, or people that was, you was in New York and I was in Jersey. We never knew each other, but we got so many things in common. Or I grow from you. You pour into my plate. So now I got people that I've met that I've only known, let's say I've known for 5 years, but then I know somebody that I know for 20 some years, but I mess with this 5 years more than the 20 years because this person is more impactful for what I need right now. Not taking away that that's still my people, but right now where I'm at right now, this day 2 is important. Like there's somebody that will be in that, like I say, when it comes to, like we talked about the wedding thing, being your wedding party, that, yo, why is this person in your wedding party? Because me and this person might have gone through something that I feel like, it grew something, you know what I mean? I love seniors. You have partied until you've been to Mr. Earl's retirement.
Earl's retirement party.
Hold on, I want to. Hey, let me just do a quick.
The older friends is hilarious, yo.
I wanted to switch my audio. Is it clicking like it was before? I wanted to switch my audio. We good?
You sound good. Just to hit something real. I'll go back to the comments.
Is it me?
Yeah, you good. No, you good.
You good. Okay. You good.
Okay. All right. Yo, no, I wanted to point out. Let me just
read one of this comment and I'll bring you right back. I have one good friend. We talk all the time. We met in church. She's my daughter's godmother, and I am her kid's godmother. Godmom. I had a friend from high school. I met in high school. That relationship is dead. Like it happens like that. It happens like that.
But that's what I wanted to point out. What Mika was saying, the connection, and like you said, once you explain who day 2s is, sometimes the connection that you have with that person from high school or college, or even that first job, you don't have it no more. So you start to realize that when that person call you, like let's say for example, they still at that job, they call you, man, you remember the manager? And you like, I don't give a damn about that job. Like, I don't care. Why are you talking to me about it? Yeah, Janet don't work here no more. She finally retired. Like, I don't give a shit. I don't care. And eventually, as you get that new job, or like you said, Bill, you find out what aligns in your life now. That person is no longer, I'm not going to say needed, but it slowly drifts away. Drifts away. Now, I think, and this is just me, I think that going back to anonymous letter, I think that sometimes we put people in positions because they were there at that time in life. So if I look at my first marriage, I had but one person was in my wedding party for me and T. One person out of a possible 6. And wasn't my best man. It was my man Blue that's been with me from high school. And he was like, I don't want to be a best man because I just don't want the responsibility. He was in this one. He said, nigga, if this one don't work, I'm not doing the third because it's clearly me. He said, so he said that. He said it's clearly me. So, but look at other people. Like in your wedding party, how many people are y'all still close with each and every last one of them?
For me, I am. Let me see. 1, 2. I'm still pretty much cool. There's different relationships, but I'm still pretty much cool with everybody in my wedding party. Like, but now I put it like this: the communication has changed. Like, I still love them more, but the communication has changed. Like, I might have talked to somebody a little more, do whatever. But all in all, like, those are still. There's nobody in there that I can be like, nah, I don't fuck that person no more. Like, that's the only thing I can honestly say.
Look at me face.
Look, but watch this. I put it like this: if you look at on Jackie's side, I think she cut a couple off. Like, it gets different. But Meek, how you feel about it? How many did you have? How many did you have?
Out of the 4, out of the 5, I only talked to one.
Yo.
And that's including the maid of honor. I don't even talk to her anymore.
It's a moment in time. It's a moment in time. And I think that's how we do it. That's the evolution of what we're talking about, the friendship. Like, yo.
It's the evolution because now, again, like with me, it was more of the background we come from. Again, I think my wedding, out of all of my friends, I'm the only one that got like married and had a wedding. That's one. Because I chose to sit and say, just because I came from that doesn't mean that's how I'm going to get married or that's how I'm going to continue on building. I'm trying to change. And here it is, they come and they're not trying to change. They're not trying to, like, again, with my wedding, I planned my whole wedding and I did everything. You know, you have the bridal shower, you have the people that's a part of it. They're supposed to help you with the wedding. I did the wedding on my own. I didn't understand that at that time because this is my first wedding. But as the years went on, you start noticing, like, I'm trying to make a change and I'm trying to change my life for the better. And here it is, I'm getting married. And I find out years on, y'all was talking shit about my wedding. Oh, she comes from the projects. Who she thinks she is, having this immaculate shit like that started coming out. And it was,
they wanted you to get married in front of the stoop.
They wanted me to sit and get married in the community center, the projects.
Yo. Hey, why Tamika can't get married on the 20th floor like us?
But why we could? No, the one thing that was said that frustrated the shit out of me was, and it's gonna, it was like, I paid all this money to get married in the Bronx. That's what like pissed me off. And I said, if y'all see where the fuck I got married at, y'all see why I paid that much. You know, I got married in the Bronx, but it wasn't in City Hall. I had a wedding. Right. So it was like watching, like, how y'all felt this. I had y'all in my wedding. I thought you guys were my friends, but deep down inside, as I elevated to wanting better, y'all wanted to stay with the ghetto shit or the hood stuff, while I said, nah, I gotta do better.
Yo, and I think that's important when a lot of people.
Do you see on Instagram? Like, she said it went from a circle to a dot.
To a dot, yeah.
Damn.
But that's real. That is so real.
It's real. It's real.
And then let me explain something. When that circle and becomes a dot, it's on both ends. It's on my end and your end. Like, my thing is, my circle used to be huge. It used to be huge. It's not that I don't know what's with the people outside of the circle. It's just, the way I gotta move now, I gotta protect what I'm doing, because guess what? Like me said, it'd be the people that's right next to you that don't want to see you win. So I have to get ahead and be in particular who I pick, who I want next to me, and that's just how I move. And if people can't accept that,
you know, I'm gonna add another story because this kind of falls into anonymous. A week before my wedding, I found out that somebody that I was close with since the 6th grade. Now, in the 6th grade, I got jumped really bad, and I was stabbed, and my jaw was wired for a year. And I found out that a close friend of mine, who I am the godmother of her child from Water Church and all of that, she decides to tell me a week before my wedding, I can't hold this anymore because I love you. We've been cool together, but she was the one that told them girls where I was at so they could rob me and jump me. Get the fuck out of my life. The fuck is wrong with you? And I found this out a week before my wedding. She was one of my bridesmaids, and I had to find a replacement a week before my wedding.
So now I got two things, because that's crazy. The replacement is like this. Oh, really? You just tagged my That's that's the crazy thing. But damn. All right, so but you were her daughter's godmother before all of this.
Her son's godmother. No, this was the 6th grade. Remember, like I said, this happened in the 6th grade.
No, okay, that's happening. Okay,
let me ask you a question.
Instagram say, where's she at?
Yo, let me ask you this question. Wait, I want to ask y'all a question though about this godparent thing. Do y'all feel as though you were selected as a godparent because you were a good friend, or the person feels you are a good parent?
I was selected as a godparent because I love kids, and I would they were like, can you be my baby's godmother? Because once you're my friend and you have your baby, I want the baby. Bring me the baby, what the baby's doing. I'm buying the baby stuff. So again, as a spiritual person, they know I'm going to be like, no, you got to do this. This is not right. This is God's house and stuff like that. So I've always felt they chose me as the godparent because they know, God forbid of anything, I'm going to hold them down.
Bill?
I think people will pick, like, I pick godparents, and me being a godparent, I think I was picked to be a godparent because of the person that I am, and like me being with kids and then seeing what type of father figure I am and just what I represent and stand for. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's really important, even when it comes to when I'm picking my godparents for my kids. It wasn't like, okay, yeah, James is my best friend, that's my brother, but at the same time, I know the type of love he would get ahead and give. I seen him with his kids and his nieces, his nephew. I know how he is, and I know what type of father he would be. So I had him, and then like my frat brother, he's also the kid's godfather. So I looked at him and as a man and all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't really on friendship. And I think that's a problem with a lot of people, that a lot of people would get ahead and be like this. Oh, I want you to be the godfather, and this dude is not not a good what father. He gonna do? He ain't even got himself together. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's real.
But even though a lot of people confuse the definition of godparents, godparents is not meant to be godparents to be providers for your kids. Godparents is to teach your kids who God is. So it's not, that's what godparents are not supposed to be like. I think the only way it becomes like a next of kin thing if it's done by church. There's certain things, but the real definition of godparents is these parents are going to help the parents lead these kids to God, because it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to teach who God is. So a godparent is not, you're going to be the godmother because when it's their birthday, you're going to sit and help me with their birthday party. And when I want them to have a pair of Jordans, I know you're going to buy them a pair of Jordans. And that's not what a godparent is. A godparent is somebody that's going to teach your kid who God is and how to lead them to God.
I agree with that, but also at the same time,
I never knew that.
It's also. I mean, that's what they say, like the village is. But at the same time, that's also if I'm not here, if I'm gone, or whatever,
I'm going to continue to teach, lead them to God.
I'm going to continue to be that father figure, to be there for you as that. If you need somebody to come, that's my job, and then. As you are as the father, you are already teaching your kids these, let's say practice whatever your religions are, all that kind of. So you're already teaching them that. So what you left behind is going to continue through me to get ahead and do that.
It's crazy because I've never been a godfather, and never been asked to be a godfather.
No, I'm just joking.
No. You know what? It's crazy because I don't have close enough friends that had children where they had godparents, period. You know what I'm saying? they didn't have godparents. They didn't have godparents, period. But my kids don't have a godfather, they just got a godmother.
So you just start your kids
so they
with no daddy.
The crazy thing was, once again, I didn't have guys that I was like, yo, you want to be a godfather? Like, they didn't understand that shit. Like what Mika just said, I didn't hear that shit. I didn't know that shit. I thought
are they baptized?
Who? My kids? No.
Yeah. So they just have somebody that will be considered as a godmother.
Yeah, like they know.
Athena.
Good Brunchin.
So they know when the day comes for them to get baptized, that's who's gonna be the godmother.
They literally they know their godmother. They both have the same godmother. In fact, my oldest didn't have a godmother until we got the youngest, and then I said, hey, if you're gonna be a godmother to one, you can't be a godmother to one and not the other. And she was like, of course not. So she was the godmother for both. She's the godmother for both, but we ain't got no godfather. Is what it is. You got a shitload of uncles, but you ain't got no goddamn godfather.
Athena, so an
uncle and a father, a brother could even be a godfather as well.
No, I know that, but I didn't.
Yeah, my sister.
Right.
Like my aunt.
No, because it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like a friend has to be the godparent. It could be a relative. Like I could be the godparent to my grandkids.
Yeah.
Right.
So but I didn't know if you can't find a friend. Yeah, if you can't, if you can't find a friend, you could pick an uncle, aunt, and people like that.
Yeah, based off of what you just
who's
said.
Gonna lead your kids to God?
That's all I say. Based on what you just said, I should have picked my damn in-laws.
Good, huh?
Well, no, the godmother.
How you think about it being shit? My hip.
Hi.
How you feel about it? You said you want to answer that. We good. We brunching.
You rosy red
has
today.
2 sets. I know. I just look crazy today. Sydney has she has 2 sets of godparents. I did that because I have people that are in New York and I have people that are here in Atlanta. And the reason that I picked the people that I picked were because it was part of a friendship, but the friendships that I have with these people they're my family. And they also are very godly. So I think, attest to it, Billy is actually Sydney's godfather. And the reason that I picked him was because I loved the way that he took care of me. He didn't have kids at the time when I asked him to be Sydney's godfather. So I loved the way that he took care of me as a friend. And I loved the times that he would he always instilled God in something when it came to me. Y'all know how I am, my crazy self. But he always was able to grab me, and to this day, he probably is still one of the only men. Not even men in my relationships have been able to curve my personality in a sense, or calm me, I should say, than he does. So even though we yell at each other a lot, that's why I picked him, because I know that God forbid something happens with Sydney. And even the bigger blessing is that I have Jackie as a role model for her. If I know I need be, and they're very solid people. So God forbid, I know if something happens to her, that she would be okay. And that's why I chose. We I chose.
You better stop. You better stop.
Oh, shut the hell up.
So, but I want to talk to Athena about this, right? Because we just transparent about everything we talk about. We talk about friendships and all that kind of stuff. How do you feel about the evolution of friendships as we age?
It depends on who the person is, and I think it depends on who the person is and how you started becoming friends, and if you did the strength in that. I will use Tawana as an example. I met Tawana over 20 years ago, and we became cool. We have our ups and downs, but even though we may not speak, and Billy can attest to this. I feel like if Tawana, I wish you could hear this. When she's not in my life, there's a void in my life. I feel that she is the one person that is she's my heart. You know what I mean? It's not many people that you find as friends that if you fight and if you don't speak, you be like, fuck that person, and just don't think about them. But with her, even with Billy, God forbid, if me and him got into a big thing, I wouldn't be able to function. That's how I know that person is my friend. You know what I mean? The older you get, that builds, and my friend Shauna. So there are certain people in my life that are like that.
Now, my next question would be, being with it, because I've dealt with it. I know you dealt with it. Everybody's probably done. How do you deal with the hurt from a friend that means so much from you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then, because I feel like a lot of people misunderstand, like, the friends can get ahead and go through things. Friends can go have them dark days when things just don't work out. But I think what happens is, if it's a true friend, it's okay to have time. Like a true friend, it's okay to be like, yo, I need a minute from you. I don't need you around. I don't need to talk to you. I need a minute. Doesn't mean I don't love you. Don't mean, you not my, but I need a minute. I just can't have you around me right now. But then later on, when I can heal from it, we can be friends. And it might never be where it was. But I understand
that sometimes it may not be you. It could be somebody in your circle. You understand what I'm saying? That's pushing you to be like, because that was you. I'm not gonna lie, and I told her to too. I was done. I had reached the point where I was like, I'm not making up with this friendship. But sometimes people from the outside that are your friends know the love that you have for one another. And they can go ahead and say, you know what, maybe you need to be the bigger person, or maybe this person needs to be a bigger, because I see a foundation there. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. But I will cut your ass off in a heartbeat. I have gotten to that age where I really I don't care. I don't need no whole bunch of people around me, especially like you said earlier. And Billy, especially you now. You got to watch these mother effers people, because these people will try to be your friend because of where you're going. And you are just tipping the iceberg on where you're about to be. So you have to be very careful, because at every level, there's another devil. And you don't need nobody else coming into your life unless these people that have been there from the beginning. The beginning.
But watch this. I thank you for that, and I agree with you. Like I just I just watch and be so much more aware of certain things.
I don't
But at the
trust
same
nobody.
time, but that's I feel like honestly, look, I just put it in God's hand. I put it in God's hands, and I'd be like, yo,
Yeah.
I gotta let him in. But real talk, it's like, but this is when it comes into day twos. Like I know I have somebody that is a day two, well over to me or whatever, and sees what I do and has been forget what I do, but wants to invest in me just as a person. Forget comedy, whatever we get ahead and do, and we'll get ahead and show you that and the love for me and my family and stuff like. And I take this person in my family, you know what I mean? So pause, just in case y'all get crazy. So now when you have somebody like that, that's a day two. That's a day two that wasn't there from day one, but they see where I'm going and they want me to continue to go. The sincerity, like I'm one on. I feel off people's energy. I can have a whole conversation and feel like, okay, we cool, but it's not there. We just don't, like Tamika says, we just don't align. So I'm on the thing where if we don't align, you can be we cool. But to get that close to me, I can't do it. I gotta protect my peace, protect my purpose.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta be careful.
That's what it's about.
Man.
And it's not wrong. It's not wrong with your circles getting smaller. I think my thing is this: when you're in circles, there's nothing. I say when you're in circles that you're not growing, that's a problem. I feel a lot of people are so content with staying in circles that they're not growing, and that's just not where I'm at. Like I'm at a place where I want to be around people that's making me better and building me up.
I want to say growing up, right? Me growing up, and I grew up with my mom. I'm not talking, please don't nobody take that I'm bashing my mom, because I'm not, okay? But my mom was a born nieta. My mom knew a lot of gangs. My uncle was down with the Chingalings. He was an outlaw. I grew up thinking that I'm supposed to have all of these people around. My mom used to let us have their meetings in the house. I grew up around Zulu Nation. I grew up around a lot of gangs, right? So growing up, I always felt that's what I was supposed to have. I never joined the gang. Please understand. I've never joined the gang. I didn't enjoy the lifestyle, but I always felt this is how it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to have all these people behind me and we all together. And growing up, I've learned that, nah, I'm good. I don't need all of these people. I don't need to have 700 people in my back while I'm taking a picture. I could take this picture and just have two, and they're not even on my back. I got one to the left and one to the right of me. It could be just two people. 3 is fine. So I grew up, and again, through my life, elevating in my life, because again, from growing up from a family that was selling drugs or in the streets or doing stuff like that, I elevated to where I wasn't going to do that with my kids. And I didn't want to keep on that way in my life. So me changing my lifestyle ended up changing my friendships too. And at my age now, you don't see me around none of the people you even saw me with 10 years ago, before my wedding. Overstand, because a lot of those people that was in my wedding was a part of that lifestyle I was in before. Not in that lifestyle anymore. So I've elevated. My husband has elevated, and now we're just with our day twos.
And you want to know what else is crazy? That I feel like everybody uses the word friend so loosely, and they calling everybody their friends. And I feel like, you want to know what's crazy? I can't consider you a friend because you're a very close person and we are cool. But you want to know something? You've never been battle tested. I don't know how you're gonna get ahead until I see. That's when I see you been battle tested, when we going through some things or whatever it is, then I know how you're gonna move, because there's people that'll be in your face, because right now everything is great. But what happens when shit hit the fan? How you gonna react in those moments? How we gonna act when we have a disagreement? You get what I'm saying? When you got
and I want to
everything is just perfect. That it's right. No friendship been perfect. Friendships going through, families go through stuff. So when things don't be good, I'm like, nah, I still gotta watch this joint because we're not battle tested.
So, like I said about my friend that I've known since elementary school, I was in the 1st grade when I met her, and she was in the 3rd grade when I met her. And we met first in elementary school, and then her and her mom, her and my mom met, and they're best friends. You understand what I'm saying? We were homeless together, all of us. Yeah. Okay, we all lived in the same house when we were younger, and that's the only friend that I have. that I don't even consider a friend. That's my cousin. She lives in Florida. When she gets married, anything happens, we traveling. We going back and forth. We're not close like this. We probably won't speak for 2 to 3 months, but understand when that phone rings, we here, we all together. And that's it. And that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's definitely gotta be. Ace, I know you normally do this. But do you have a take home today? Do you have a take home?
Yeah, I do. I guess for Athena, my take home question for you would be when evolving in friends, is there a certain point, and I know you already said that you're at a point where you will cut someone off, but then you also said that there's Bill and then another young lady that you don't feel as though things ain't going right without them. You get what I'm saying? Do you ever feel as though that a friend from a long time ago that you grew up with can ever get to the level that Bill and that young lady is on? Or do you feel as though that if I evolved, even if I run back into you, there's no way to build that relationship and make up for the lost time? Yeah.
We can't hear you on mute.
I apologize. I was listening, but I wasn't listening. I thought you were talking.
So you mentioned that Bill and another young lady, you like if something's not right with them, you're off, right? Your thing is a void, is a void. And then you also said, but you're at a point now where you're quick to cut someone off. My question to you is, if you ran into an old friend that, let's just say separation is what made y'all stop talking, okay? Do you ever think that that friendship can evolve to where Bill and that other young lady is? Or do you think that once you got to a certain point, y'all can't make up from lost time?
No, I ain't bringing up. Ain't nobody. No. The answer to that is no, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm gonna use Mr. Perry as an example. Mr. Perry used an analogy to a tree. I don't know if y'all heard of this before, but there are 3 major things on a tree. You have people that are leaves. They wishy-washy. They come and they go and they blow away. You understand what I'm saying? And then you got your branches, which are more stable, but then they'll break too. But then you got that root of that tree. You know that those people are rooted there in your life. You, like he said, you can have your ups and downs, but there ain't nobody ever gonna come in to replace the foundation that I have with those people that I have. That's such as Shauna and Billy, and even Tawana. If we have, there's nobody that's gonna come and take that. Now I have some associates, hey, how you doing? But I'm very particular about people that I call friends, and I do get very overprotective. You ask that question, get very overprotective of my friends. So
can you build new? The quick question before we go: do you feel like you can build new foundation or add to your foundation?
You can add, but that has to be a very special person. That has to be a very special person, somebody that is. And in this world, I hate to say it, I'm just not there yet with accepting someone like that, because I always feel that and I don't want to sound like that. I mean, but I feel that there's always some sort of, there's a reason. There's an alternative when it comes to me.
I feel people grow. I feel
people do grow. Let's say it was somebody from the past.
Let's say it was somebody from the past. Let's say it was somebody from 15 years ago. And me and them, at that time, we were friends. And depending on what they did, I felt they needed to grow up. I can't deal with you right now. Here we are running to you 15 years later. Hey, what's up? Yeah. And I see that you made a major shift in your life. And I probably feel like you did grow up. I wouldn't mind giving it another chance, because I see there has been a change from that time frame to now. It's all depending on why was it we stopped talking. If it was a stupid reason for us to stop talking, then I could bring you back in my life. But if you did some real shady shit, and I know I can't trust you, there's no point for you to come back. But that's just me.
Okay. Well, Athena, we thank you for coming in and brunching with us for a minute.
Guys.
We appreciate you. Good brunchin'. Love you always.
My date with Usher yesterday.
Huh?
Say that again?
I gotta ask about my date with Usher yesterday.
Oh, how was it?
It was amazing.
Was it a one-on-one date or was it like
no one-on-one? No, it was a radio station thing. My people at the radio station had did it, and so I just called and asked for a favor, like, hey, y'all, can I come through? And they was like, yeah, come on. So,
nice.
I'm very blessed.
I know.
And they just
hey, he's like, hey, Usher, you remember me? Remember when we was on Ocean?
I had the video in my hand, ready to go. I sure did. I had the video in my hand, and I called Tawana at the same time. So me and Tawana was on the phone with him.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you know,
like
Tawana good.
Look, he was so comfortable but uncomfortable. He's like, yeah, I remember all of that.
You remember it? I mean, he's right in the video.
I mean, it was proof. It was proof, but he probably like, I don't remember none of that. But I mean,
I posted the video on TikTok if y'all want to go on TikTok, because that's the only platform that lets you play something, you know, that's longer. So if y'all want to watch the video who haven't seen it of me and Tawana on Oprah Winfrey, y'all can go check it out on TikTok.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, man. All right, y'all.
Thank you.
And
All right,
Cass said that you are lying.
Cass said you would accept cash.
Because you would accept cash. He did say.
He said Cass said you would come back. But people, it's been another good brunch show. Y'all know how we do it here, Monday through Friday. Look, people, we're getting close. The week is here. So the weekend is over. Tomorrow we're Situation Friday. So if y'all got any situations y'all want us to talk about on the show, please send them in to the Good Brunchin Podcast at gmail.com. Make sure you send those in. Right now, our Instagram page is a little crazy, so once that gets back up and running, y'all got to follow it. Make sure y'all go on all the platforms and follow us. Subscribe on YouTube if you missed anything. Shout out to Jackie. Jackie came in and said, "Hey y'all, okay, bye y'all." She just popped in.
Hey,
she
y'all,
had work.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah. So if you want to do that, so please, people, send in those questions, those topics. We loving the email. We loving all your support. Share with your friends. Ace, you got anything going on tonight? Anything coming up? What's going on?
Yesterday, big shout out to everybody that was in Mooresville, North Carolina. Did my thing. Appreciate you guys. So some merch tomorrow. No. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I just got to get this merch ready for this weekend, man. I got a big weekend. Got 2 shows on 420. Gonna get crazy.
So 420, yeah, 420. I'm out in Poughkeepsie. I'm in Poughkeepsie tonight. I'm going to see my man in Brooklyn perform. I'm off tonight. I'm going to support my man K Hop. But we do got some good news. I don't know if we said it yesterday, but it's official. People, Liquor Run the movie is going to Tubi. Okay, look, we made it. We said, all right, we're saying it again. I don't know when it's dropping. They said
no. I like it. I'm a fast forward to your part.
Like I said, Liquor Run the movie here to be on Tubi.
I'm going. Look. Just tell me what ticker is my brother in, and I'm like this.
But look.
Wait,
I made the poster.
You did your part.
You did your part. I did my part, so make sure everybody pull up, support everybody.
Now we could just get Amazon to hurry the hell up.
Come on now, I reached out to them today, so I'm looking for a response. So
wait, hold up, before we end this, Mika, watch how quick he end this show. What if Liquor Run drops on the same day as Save Dish? Who are you promoting the most?
Save This, but God Knows My Heart is dropping on Amazon Prime.
Hello.
So guess what? It's a double feature for me. You know what I'm saying? You can just
it would be good.
Now.
But what post are you putting up?
This is what I wanted
today.
Oh, you already know. I'm going. Come on, man. We on the Prime, man. We on that Prime. Yo, it's a Good Brunchin Podcast. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Good Brunchin. Peace.
Good Brunchin. A Good Brunchin. A Good Brunchin. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody. Good Brunchin. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody. Good Brunchin. You are tuned into